2 days ago, Tim trounced the breakaway. It was a wow day for Wellens. Rest day relaxation yesterday. Today is a giant day. Victory on Ventoux awaits. A very warm welcome to the final week and stage 16. Mathieu van der Poel wins stage 2. Pogacar is just powering away. Win stake for Jonathan Milan. Tim Merlier wins. Ben Healy is going to be the yellow jersey of the Tour de France. Abrahamsen, their first ever stage win in the Tour de France. Now the world champion puts in a hammer blow. Tadej triumphs on Autocam. Tadej Pogacar wins another stage. Remco Evenepoel is out of the Tour de France. He sits up. It is a debut stage win for Amazing Arensman. Is there a crash?
Crash on the bridge. Oh, attack there from Tim Wellens.
Time to go. Tim Wellens looking super strong. Fabulous Tim Wellens wins stage 15. Out to the rest day and into the final week. Tadej Pogacar is in the yellow jersey. Let's take a look at what is on the menu today. We head out of Montpellier, a stage start for the 30th time. We head towards the famous Mont Ventoux, through Châteauneuf-du-Pape, and then on to the climb. There's your profile. It's a big uphill finish.
Well, a stunning look over Montpellier, stage 16 and the final stages of the Tour de France got underway, and Marco Haller, Marc Hirschi and Sander Maurice were the ones to make the first attempt to escape. A 26-second lead more or less over the peloton wasn't going to be enough. The trio doing their best, but they either needed support or be swallowed back up. It proved to be the former. The super high speed, close to 60 kilometres, allowing the group to swell to over 30. And the intermediate sprint at Châteauneuf-du-Pape was on the horizon. Certainly would have been in the thoughts of Jonathan Milan and Benjamin Girmay. But in the end, they were happy to wait it out. The Italians' green jersey not under threat, especially after the retirement of Mathieu van der Poel. But that didn't stop a sprint for the line and the max 20 points. Jonas Abrahamsen, the one to take it ahead of Italian Simone Velasco. But this is the day of a mythic climb and a young Frenchman who'll want to scale it. But Kevin Vauquelin also dreams of one day winning the Tour. There's nothing greater for a cyclist than crossing the line ahead of 180 other riders.
It is a dream debut in the Tour de France. A dream debut. Kevin Vauquelin wins stage 2.
It changes a career. It's an achievement, a dream, something you check off your list. It pushed me 1,000 times over, really, both in cycling world and in the realm of sports recognition. When we rode through my parents' village with my whole fan club there, you see my face plastered on some proud posters. Well, what can you ask for more as an athlete? It makes you feel proud. The flip side of elite sports is you always want more. You're forever that competitor giving everything. Now I have to push myself even harder.
Here goes Kevin Vauquelin, big attack of the Frenchman.
I think my climbing ability isn't quite there yet. I'm still more of a puncher. I've got a bit of weight left to lose. I still need to work on my endurance for longer efforts. But I can start thinking of 1 week races, and that's where we can see I'm really starting to hold my own. It's allowed me to fight for the win in a race where, the year before, I got my ass kicked. It gave me confidence, and that pushed me to keep going. The further you go, the more experience you gain, and that's been my mantra in this Tour de France. And so far, it's worked pretty well. It's made me realize something about the top level. In the end, every single detail matters.
Vauquelin decides to go on the attack. Kevin Vauquelin rips his way up the climb.
This Tour de France has given me a ton of experience in stage racing, really figuring out what I love and what it means to target the GC versus not being fully satisfied with that pursuit, or embracing being a stage hunter, where you can feel that fulfillment.
France have a rider who is still in the top 10 of the Tour de France. Vauquelin reaches the line at 3:32.
We'll stay alert every day because it's basically a string of one-day races across France. If an opportunity opens up, I'll grab it. It's just so rewarding to say we're racing to win. And by racing to win, I've carved out a GC spot too. It's a secret dream. That secret dream, I think now, well, everyone's started to see it.
Here's our front group of riders. Thymen Arensman looking for a second stage win in the Tour. Behind him, Matteo Trentin, who's a stage winner, of course, in the Tour de France. Behind him, Julien Alaphilippe. He wants to turn around the disappointment of the other day and win this stage. He's clearly getting on very good form. Jonas Abrahamsen, Fred Wright, who has got one victory in his professional career, which is the National Championship of Great Britain. Apart from that, he's had numerous stage top 10s, and he really wants a Tour de France victory. Jonas Abrahamsen is a stage winner in the Tour. Jumping around already on this climb, and Alaphilippe now kicks and goes early. 18 kilometers from the top of Ventoux, and Alaphilippe is off.
Yeah, it's very early to go at this point.
Mas, Arensman, Velasco, Alaphilippe. We're about to reach where Mont Ventoux starts. This is the theatre in which the top riders in the world will perform. Alaphilippe already starting to up the tempo. The noise will carry the riders all the way to the top. So the race situation, these three riders, a big group of Ben Healy behind, peloton at 6:10, the green jersey Jonathan Milan at 7:28. Gachinard, we don't know where he is right now. Can he get to the finish? Let's hope so.
Oh, there's Enric Mas.
Enric Mas attacks. Big move of Enric Mas.
Yeah, he's opened up a massive gap with that attack.
You can count on the fingers of one hand the times that Enric Mas has attacked ever in the Tour de France. This is maybe the most important one. Look at Enric Mas, full commitment now from the Spaniard, the Mallorquin, as he tries to win the stage. This is a full face of focus from Enric Mas, because he knows that Spain is watching, the fact that he is so far down on the classification, and he knows for his own morale he needs to deliver this afternoon. This is Arensman and Alaphilippe, 11 seconds behind. Arensman doesn't panic, does he?
No, he's in his numbers. He knows that there's a certain number he cannot hold, so I think he's really planning to his numbers and not looking at direct opponents, but looking at the whole climb, saying, all right, I need to do an hour, and this is what I can deliver over an hour.
Kuss, then Simon Yates, then Vingegaard. They talk into the radio. Roglic moves up alongside Vingegaard and Pogačar. Just tucked in behind is Onley, behind Roglic. Right-hand side as we look, white jersey is Florian Lipovitz. He always finds his own way around a group of riders. He moves up quite easily, though, with Wellens. Mas has done a good job so far on this stage. He has got 6 wins in his career. This is the moment when he attacked. But they're small victories. A stage in Basque Country, a bigger stage in La Vuelta, 2 stages in Tour of Guangxi, winner in stage of Valenciana and Giro dell'Emilia. No massive victory like a stage of the Tour de France. Stage of La Vuelta, if he did this is the biggest moment in his career, incredibly, when you think that he's 3 times second in La Vuelta and has never finished more than once on the podium in the Tour de France on a stage.
Oh, Yates.
Whoops. Simon Yates. There's only one rider left. Simon Yates hasn't been able to do more than about 100 meters of a turn earlier. Then he handed over to Sepp Kuss. And since then, he's struggling. Now Wellens is dropped as well. This is going to go man against man at the top of this climb. And already we've got Sepp Kuss, Vingegaard, UAE bring a rider back, Tadej Pogačar. That's Sivakov coming back now. The question is how long he can last. Roglic, Lipovitz. Sivakov needs to help a little bit for a while. Just give him some support. Adam Yates is on the back, doesn't seem able to help right now. Arensman is solo. Alaphilippe cracks. Well, Julien Alaphilippe has given the French public something else to shout about this afternoon, but now with 8.9 kilometers to go, Alaphilippe is going backwards. Arensman starts to go.
Arensman just keeping that pace. No change of speed there for him. Just always steady, keeping in your watts. Doing your own thing, focusing on your numbers.
Here comes Ben Healy. Healy has got some company in Buitrago, Paris-Pont, and on the back, Alaphilippe.
Oh, and there's the attack.
Here's the attack. Vingegaard starts the assault on trying to take yellow back from Tadej Pogačar, but Pogačar responds immediately. They catch Rodriguez, and Vingegaard continues with a big move out the saddle for a long time. Look at the face of Pogačar. There's a little bit of hurt for the first time on the yellow jersey's face.
That is a big attack there. Hopefully now he doesn't do what they often do, where they start looking at each other and cancelling the effect of those attacks. As Vauclin is paying the price of it. Johansson is doing well, hanging in there. There's Johansson there with Yates.
Johannesson can't go with this car, neither can Vauclin. Roglic, though, fancies the 5th place on the podium because he's gone with the move, and Roglic is looking really good. And here's another attack. Tish Benoot pulls the parachute, and Vingegaard starts again on this 10% gradient. Pogačar looking like he can respond easily. Vingegaard checks, looks straight into his face. They catch Leknesund. Vingegaard is flat out now, and Pogačar still is able to get the Slovenian flags out the way. Just give these riders the space they need to race.
Where's the police?
Haven't seen any.
Vingegaard focused there. 2nd big attack.
These fans are outside the yellow ropes.
And this is the Chalet Renard.
Past Chalet Renard. Healy has got really annoyed with Buitrago, who's sitting on, ready for a stage win if they catch Mas. They're now into the barriers. Valentin Parry-Pont goes to the right-hand side, but they need to close the gap because this rider is still clear. He went on the attack at 14, just over 14 kilometers from the finish, and he still has 42 seconds. Enric Mas, can he get his first ever stage win in the Tour de France? I can't believe we're actually saying that he's never won a stage before. But now the race is about to change, because at the front, Mas is about to get company with a dynamic duo of climbers.
Yes, you're totally right. You can always, you can't drop those climbers, especially when they can see the finish line coming up very closely and a chance of winning a stage of the Tour de France.
Pogacar on the wheel of Vingegaard, stuck to it like a piece of Velcro. He's not going to let Vingegaard go anywhere.
No, but you could feel the pace is not as fast now because Mühlberger is capable of staying on the wheel.
Mas looks around, he's got company, and they need to keep pressing on, don't they? Because it's only 2:45. The gap is not that big, so Healy goes to the front, knowing that he needs to keep the pressure on. Victor Campenaerts with Vingegaard, with Pogacar at 2:28.
And you could just see on those corners, the flags are literally dropping. There goes the attack.
Vingegaard strikes yet again. Pogacar responds in a headwind. Look at Vingegaard sprinting as though it's the finish line. And Pogacar is right in the slipstream and refuses to let go. 4 kilometers to go to the top of the Mont Ventoux. Get out the road. Here
goes the attack.
Valentin Parry-Pont. Another big attack. Healy refuses to let him go. He sprints away. Mas has to be a bit more of a diesel engine. He's dismissed again from the front group. But Valentin Parry-Pont now really ramps up the tempo with this pure climbing, jumping around. Now he'll slow down again. There's the top of the Mont Ventoux. The road stretches away in front of you. It turns and it twists. 4 riders at the front with 1,800 meters now to go, but the yellow jersey and Vingegaard are closing in, and they may well quash their dreams.
There we go.
There goes the yellow jersey. Pogacar decides to strike. 1,200 meters from the top. He wants the stage win. Vingegaard's refusing this time to let him go.
Now he's sprinting all his way back to the wheel. There he is, back to the wheel.
Vingegaard is back.
And he looks behind him.
Pogacar checks. There's Julien Alaphilippe.
Julien Philippe has done well. He's been pacing himself well. Hasn't completely blown. There goes another attack.
Vingegaard attacks. Vingegaard attacks just as Valentin Parry-Pont attacks, and they get rid of Mas again. So Vingegaard and Pogacar thumping blows at each other this afternoon on this mountain.
Well, this is also looking good for the breakaway. 1 minute, 1 kilometer. It's still not done.
Vingegaard takes another strike.
There goes the attack, Buitrago.
Only a kilometre now to go as Buitrago is on his terrain. 2 riders behind him, and Mas is just grinding his way towards the wheel and hoping that they all slow down. Buitrago with this headwind, you can see how much this is hurting this rider in front. Vingegaard checks over his shoulder again. He stays to the left-hand side. He wants to be sure that when Pogacar strikes again, he knows that he's on the right-hand side of the road. They come back 45 seconds with 800 meters of racing to go.
Yeah, and there's a play of a cat and mouse. Oh, there's the motorbike, be careful. Between these 3 riders are also playing track, and then here in the back also playing, I think they're on the track for a sprint, looking at each other.
700 meters, and coming back to the front group is Ilian van Wilder of Soudal Quick-Step, about to join his teammate.
Wow, he came out of nowhere. Congratulations there to Wilder.
Enric Mas is coming across now.
And there's the gap. Yeah, it looks pretty difficult for these 2 riders to go and contest the win, unless Pogacar attacks now. There we go. He's going to give him a bit of a lead out.
He's going to lead him out now. Ilian van Wilder. What a job by this rider to come across to Valentin Parry-Pont, their best chance of winning the stage. 600 meters to go.
Yeah, this could be a really tipping point there for these 4 riders to help, because now the pace is going to be steady. And we're probably going to see a little sprint coming in the last 500 meters. That right corner at 150 is absolutely difficult. You're going to have to manage, obviously, the attack before the corner, but after as well. It ramps up in that corner. It's a wide corner, but you cannot miss it. It's very important.
43 seconds to Vingegaard and Pogačar. Where is Enric Mas? Illian van Wilde has appeared out of nowhere as though he's parachuted in to help Valentin Parry-Pont win the stage. We're almost in sight of the finish now, Nico, but it takes an eternity, the last 400.
It takes an eternity full on into the headwind until that right corner, which they probably see now. I hope the helicopter zooms out a little bit. Who is going to be the rider who attacks first?
45 seconds now to Vingegaard and Pogačar. Surely now the stage win will be one of these four riders, if not Enric Mas behind, but we don't know how close he is.
There, we're getting closer to the corner. It's going to be important to start looking at each other, take the right line, because it kicks after the corner. Here's the corner.
Ben Healy, he gets ready for the corner. Valentin Parry-Pont goes with him. Buitrago doesn't seem to have the reaction. Healy now starts to ramp it up. Valentin Parry-Pont gets set. Can he get back on the wheel? Healy goes round the corner, takes the right line. Valentin Parry-Pont looks for the inside line. Buitrago sprinting. Now it is two riders head to head. Healy and Valentin Parry-Pont. Who's going to take it on Ventoux? It's a French victory at the top of the Mont Ventoux for Valentin Parry-Pont.
Well, what a great effort there by the team. Van Ilden literally changed the race over a minute pull.
What a job by Illian van Wilde. Pogačar now wants to go and show Vingegaard that he's still the boss. Ramps up the tempo after 4 hours of racing. Vingegaard today, though, has been the answer to every single attack that Pogačar has made. Vingegaard is stuck to him at the top of the Mont Ventoux. They catch even Enric Mas, but Vingegaard is still locked in on the wheel. He gets dropped just before the finish, may lose a second.
Pogačar termine à la 5e place de l'étape. Le 6e est Vingegaard et le 7e est Enric Mas, auteur d'une fantastique étape également.
Valentin Parry-Pont, yeah, go and thank this rider because he saved the race. Illian van Wilde, where did he appear from?
It's also really a win for the team. We've gone through a lot of tough moments the past days after the abandonment of Remco Evenepoel. Now we can hold our heads high again. But what a moment for Valentin Parry-Pont, painting the perfect picture and dashing any fears of only a third ever Tour de France without a home stage winner. So this a year after his Giro stage success, but up the Mont Ventoux, this one will mean it all to the 24-year-old. Pogačar ticking off another bad memory this Tour to protect the leader's yellow jersey. Unlike 2021, Jonas Vingegaard unable to break the defending champion. Still over 4 minutes the gap. And the Slovenian is the greatest challenge to Jonathan Milan's bid for the green jersey. The Italian still in the jersey, but only by 11 points as Pogačar keeps picking them up at the finish line. Benjamin Girmay, a distant third place. And Pogačar reclaims the polka dots from Lenny Martinez. The Frenchman will continue to wear them on the road With Pogacar's more potent Tour de France, tied on 60 points, but it's the Slovenian king of the mountains. And Florian Lipowitz went on to increase his lead for the under-26 riders in the pack. The German managing now to have built a 2 minutes and 1 second lead over Scotsman Oscar Onley. Well, it was a mythic climb, and France finally have a Tour stage winner in 2025. What will tomorrow bring?